today, Renault are concentrating their ideas on motor cars that will go further on less fuel. And their latest pride and joy is this car, which is called EVE, which stands for Economy Vehicle Elements. Now, this is not so much a car as a rolling laboratory, and it's been designed in the attempt to provide Renault engineers with the answers to some of the questions that are going to face designers designing cars for the end of the century. And it's particularly interesting because Renault have concentrated on just two areas of the vehicle's design. The first one is aerodynamics, and the second one is the gearbox. In other words, what they have not done is to use complex and expensive lightweight materials or to fit a highly sophisticated engine. In fact, although this car weighs about the same as a Renault 18, it's actually powered by a Renault 5 engine. Now, you might think that this would give it all the performance of a mobile paperweight, but in actual fact, because of the body shape, which cuts wind resistance by an astonishing 38%, this car actually has a higher top speed than the Renault 18 itself. Renault say that they have concentrated on just these two aspects, that's body shape and transmission, so that they won't get confused by the data as to which particular aspect of design is giving them the gains they're looking for. So what's so different about the transmission? Well, in the first place, it has no gear wheels and cogs whirring around. Instead, the transmission consists of belts and pulleys, much the system used by the late DAF of years gone by. The difference is that this transmission does not use vehicle speed and centrifugal force to move the belts up and down the pulleys, thus changing the gear ratios, but it uses a microprocessor which does the thinking for itself. So, putting these two factors together, what have Renault actually achieved in terms of fuel economy? Well, at 70 miles an hour, this thing will do 51.3 miles to the gallon. At a steady 56, it will do an astonishing 68.9. Now, that's 48% better than the Renault 18, and would you believe it's 15% better than the tiny Renault 5? And that's without even looking at what can be gained from weight-saving materials and a sophisticated engine. It seems to me there's a lot more development that Renault can get out of this car, and that's yet to come.